Hiya, I'm Tava Tucker.
And I'm Racheli Marks, and together we connect through the stories we hear.
During our episodes, we hope to learn,
revolutionize,
inspire, transform, and bring relatable content to you.
We would like to also discuss and internalize how your story can be someone's savior. This is the official
Together We Connect
podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Racheli Marks, and sadly Tava Tucker won't be joining us just for this episode. She has a very, very good excuse. But I'm going to introduce you to two wonderful, wonderful guests. It's something that I've wanted to do for such a long time. And that is to bring the teenage perspective on things, because I feel like it's just not spoken enough about, and we'll get right into it. So without further ado, can I please introduce
Ayelet Stupel
and
Leora Utian.
And these are two wonderful girls who I've had the privilege of meeting during choir practice, because we all sing, woo! And basically I wanted to bring them on here. You're both 14.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're young teenagers. They're at the prime of high schooling and everything like that. So we're going to get right into why I really wanted them on here. Okay, so I'm going to start with you, Ayelet. My first question is, tell us a little bit about yourself. First thing, not the question, but yeah.
So I've been at the same school my whole life, from like play school.
Okay, nice.
So I've never like gotten to like redo my whole like identity and school life, like some kids who like move schools.
Move around.
Yeah.
You're at Yeshiva.
I'm at Yeshiva, yes.
Okay, nice. You grew up in Johannesburg?
Yeah, grew up in Johannesburg. Same house my whole life. Like nothing's ever been changed for me. So most of the changes have like happened like at school with the girls and
yes,
stuff like that.
Struggles of teenage life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. It's become my thing to try understand the girls in my grade and just like people in general.
Oh, amazing.
So
that is interested in the psychology of people.
Very much.
Ooh.
So I'm just trying to understand them, because I think honestly they're the most difficult people to understand, me included. I'm probably terrible to understand.
Not at all.
But I always, I'm trying to find out what people are thinking, because people are always thinking things about other people.
All the time.
You have to like figure out what's happening, and
awesome.
Yeah, that's been.
And you've mentioned to me in the past that you have some goals and things that you would really like to do. Do you want to share that at all?
Yes. I would like to publish a book.
Amazing.
Or a few. Hopefully before I matriculate.
That's incredible.
Is a high goal, but I'm trying.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And
can we ask like the basis, or is that private?
It's not private, it just changes like once a week.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's like new book, new topic every
So what
week.
what was changing? What things were you changing from?
No, so it just depends, because I'll be writing a book and I'll be committed, and then I'll just lose focus. It's like writing ADHD. It's
no,
just
totally.
Like,
I also write, so I totally hear what you're saying.
It like jumps around, so I've got
a few million books now to finish. Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome. Can you tell us like one of the genres?
Mostly murder mystery.
That's
incredible. And I love reading, so I've got a lot of reference.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, now, Leora, let's get into you a little bit.
So I'm new to Yeshiva.
Oh, so you moved to Yeshiva recently?
So I moved this year. I was first at a remedial school, Bella Vista.
Okay, nice.
Since like grade 2.
Okay.
So I was there for a very long time. And then I moved to Yeshiva. Like I kind of knew the girls, like kind of. And then I became like close to Ayelet and like all the other girls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So how was it being in like a remedial school?
So it was like very small. It was like a small school. It was like a very nice school.
Not very much variety, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was like small, but like whatever, it was nice. But yeah, I like enjoyed it. Like it got like to me to like see, like enjoy class, like enjoy school, whatever. And then like the difference from like remedial to like mainstream, it's like very big. It's like a huge jump, which is like the absolute worst.
Okay.
And yeah.
Nice. So you moved here very recently, which was it jarring for the system?
Yeah.
Like a big change?
Yeah, like huge.
Sure, we can really go into that topic. Okay, awesome. So you've lived in Johannesburg your whole life, and yeah. Okay, cool. So now that you have a bit of a backstory on both our wonderful girls, I really want to get to the crux of this episode and talk about the difficulties that you both are experiencing as young teenagers, as new teenagers, I would say. Being later on in the years, it's also already very different. But yeah, let's go first to Ayelet and ask you, what do you think is the biggest difficulty of being a teenager?
Ooh.
You can think about it and think of so many things.
Listen, being a teenager, you're literally you against your own mind. It's very much like an internal fight of I like myself, but also I don't really today, and I like her more than I like me.
Yeah.
And it's a constant
battle,
whatever.
Battlefield in your brain.
Yeah. So I'd say the hardest thing is trying to manage your own thoughts and deciding what you're gonna do and how you're gonna react to other people, and how you're gonna take your life and put it in the direction that you want it to be on. And it's really hard, man. Yeah. So
you find that being a teenager, it's kind of like a battlefield in your own brain all the time.
All the time. It's a constant.
And I really want to bring awareness to this. I always tell this to people, you haven't fully developed your brain yet. I mean, I haven't even yet. And it's a strange thought because you're really in the developmental start of your adulthood, I guess. So it's like a battlefield up there. Nice. And Leora, what would you say is the hardest thing for you, just being surrounded by teenagers?
Probably I don't know, I feel you and your mind also, but also who you're around, who you kind of surround yourself with, and
yes,
friends. I don't know, sometimes you're friends with one girls and then the next day you're not.
Yeah, it's hard. So it's an inconsistent.
Yeah.
Where's the stability?
Exactly.
So do you find that it's very unstable as a teenager?
Yeah.
And is there anything else specifically that you find difficult about being a teenager?
I don't know. I feel I'm very different to other people, and other people don't see that, and they expect me to,
I want you to express that. I want people to know this about you. I want people to know that it's not what it looks like necessarily, and a lot of girls are feeling the same way.
Yeah.
So what would you say? What would you want to bring awareness to if there was someone struggling out there to truly express who they are?
I don't really know.
Not sure. And what would you say?
I would say that you can do anything. I do believe that. I think that is my personal motto. You can do anything, and if you decide to don't let what other people think of you define you.
Yes.
In our grade, it's a very common thing to sometimes do TikToks or whatever, where they say you're the smart people, so you're going to be the smart people in the TikTok, and you're going to be the book readers in the TikTok,
and then the dumb one,
and then you're going to be
the cliches,
yes,
the stereotypes.
Yeah. And it's you don't know me, you can't put me in
a box
group, you can't just section me off to that part, and you can't just section me off to one part if I want to be a part of more, if I want to define myself.
Actually be all of them.
Be all of them,
Yeah.
So, don't let anyone tell you what you can and cannot be, especially if they don't know you.
Nice.
And are just a random person in your grade.
I remember being a young teen that I think one of the biggest things that are put on us is social pressure and fitting into the social pressure and fitting into the norm. And even Leora is saying that she doesn't feel like she fits into that.
Yeah.
And that people don't even realize because they just think, well, she fits in, I remember that it would take such a huge toll on who I am that only later on in my life I could figure out who I was. So do you both feel like that is sort of happening to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Can you elaborate at all on that?
I don't know how to word it.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
I feel like you know each other well enough to even speak.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think, Ayelet?
Listen, the thing about Leora is you
Oh.
could literally
That's very.
never guess her personality
Yeah.
based on what she looks like. You never would. And when she first came to Yeshiva, I made it my mission to, like, you know, get more girls at Yeshiva, because I want more girls at Yeshiva.
Yeah.
I've been with the ones my whole life, so get more girls at Yeshiva.
I need more friends. I need more people come.
I need friends. We'll stop. Well, you weren't, and then you were. So, like, just getting her to Yeshiva, and then I met her, and I was like, whoa. Like, I mean, she's blonde, so, you know, everyone, like, assumes that she's, like, the dumb blonde, but she's really not. And she's, like, she really isn't. And it's just crazy, because she's, like, completely not the person you would expect her to be. Especially from, like, my first impression of her trying out at Yeshiva. It's, like, completely different.
And you feel like the exterior really doesn't matter versus what's on the inside.
It really doesn't matter. Like, I feel like when you're, like, a teenage girl, I feel like even I catch myself sometimes. Like, you judge people
Yes,
completely
too quickly.
based on what they look like, or, like, the first words they say to you. And, like, you never actually, like, hype that they're, like, a good person.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, maybe they're nice, maybe, you know, it's just never about the hair color, you know?
It's so funny. I would never describe you as a blonde.
Really? I also don't think I'm blonde. I'm definitely not blonde. I'm like a dirty, maybe like a dirty blonde. Like a light,
You're like a light brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny.
But I don't know, to me that's what she was, and then I met her, and then I found out she was not.
And I'm assuming you liked the surprise.
It was good.
It was good.
Still here.
Nice. They're both here in this room. That's amazing. Okay, so we've spoken about some of the difficulties. What I really would love for people when they listen to this, to all you listeners out there, what I'd really want is like a space where all of a sudden they feel understood. And being an adult, we cannot truly understand what you're going through currently. Like, I can go back and think
back
of all...
in my day.
Yeah, back in my day. Exactly, back in my day, like, I remember what it feels like, but only to a certain extent. So I want the feelings to be raw and real, you know? So we talk a lot on here about mental health and mental well-being and stability, and looking for that stability, or even just going through a difficult situation. Do you guys have any difficult situations that people just don't understand about you?
So I have two. So I'm dyslexic, and I also have trichotillomania.
Trichotillomania.
So it's like, I mean, when you're dyslexic, people are like, you can be smart, but like you also can't be like as smart because your brain doesn't work the same.
Yeah.
And like having trichotillomania, you never like look like other people. You don't like do what other people do. You like have different habits. You like bite your nails, you pick your hair, you pick your scalp, you pull out your hair, like whatever. Everything's like kind of different. And then like people look at you badly, and they're like, oh well, she's weird. She can't spell. She does things weirdly. She picks out her hair, and all that's like. Then you feel like you're constantly like dealing with this battle that like never really ends, because like it won't ever end, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And like it's always going to stick with you. It's like people, like you want to be like other people, but like you can't.
So you want to fit in.
Exactly.
But you just can't.
Exactly.
So to elaborate, trichotillomania, I'm sure a lot of people know what it is, but it's compulsive hair pulling and picking at a scalp, and often you have other things similar to it, like biting your nails or picking at hair on your legs. It's like, yeah, I totally relate. I've struggled with it also in my life. So I also remember as a youngster having this, and obviously, one of the biggest things that we do concern ourselves over, especially as teenagers, as our bodies are changing and we're becoming more hormonal and more hormones are being pumped through us, we want to look good. And it's sometimes really difficult. So with having trichotillomania and with having just dyslexia is a very incredibly hard thing to deal with. It's very isolating, and you feel so lonely in your struggle. So do you have any advice for someone who is in that situation?
I don't think it ever gets easier, but like you're gonna find the right people who end up like kind of helping you, and like you're gonna find people who like actually don't really like define you as dyslexic or define you as like a highlight word, and they just like accept you as who you are and like your personality, and it's like it gets like easier in a way.
So the situation doesn't get easier, but the people around you
Yeah.
make it easier.
Yeah.
Nice. And Ayelet, do you have anything to say on it? Watching it happen from an outsider.
To me, I don't know, Leora was like just Leora, to be honest. I mean, she has her flaws, but I would never put those down.
You wouldn't define her
I would never define her. I mean,
by those things.
I would never define her by those things, and I probably wouldn't have really noticed if
Yeah.
she hadn't told me, which she did tell me, and it's easy being her friend. I mean, it's great. I mean, it doesn't affect anything, and it doesn't, in our little circle, we all have our little quirks and whatever,
Yes.
being teenage girls, but like, it doesn't really affect anything. I mean, we'll let her take her time to read something, and then she'll, I don't know, make a funny comment, and then we'll laugh. But I mean,
So it doesn't affect anyone else.
When she comes up in my brain, I never would place her under those topics, ever.
Yes, okay. Under those headlines.
Under those things. Never.
That's awesome. And also just something, it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Makes you someone who actually has a story to tell. And, I mean, everyone has a story to tell. Let's be honest. We've all gone through things. But those two things that you have been so open about and vulnerable enough to share, which we're so grateful for, thank you. It's something that should be spoken about so that other teenagers, other people, even adults who are struggling with those things can feel seen and heard. And you don't need to feel isolated or strange, because you're not. That's definitely not how people depict you. Which Ayelet has re-established. So, yeah. And I also want to ask you, Ayelet, if you felt isolated in the fact that you are a big thinker.
It's definitely, well, I wouldn't really, it's hard to have your ambitions be so much higher than what everyone else thinks of you.
Okay.
So they're just ambitions. Like, there might not be anything
Can you
to it,
elaborate? Yeah.
But it feels like when I say, oh, I want to do this by 18 and I want to do this by whatever, and then like you get looks and it's like you're never going to amount to that, and it's hard to like feel like no one's on your side. But then, you also think, sometimes these ambitions, maybe I can do them, but I think most people with these ambitions also got told that they could never do it. And
so you feel like the other girls who are wishing they could do what you were doing have been told that it's never going to work?
Maybe. I don't know. I think also we're in a very small community.
Yeah.
And so I think with small communities, sometimes small ambitions do follow.
Mm.
And like not all. I mean, I know a lot of like future doctors and neurosurgeons, and I think they're great and I admire them, and I will do anything I can to help them on their journey.
Yeah.
But I think small community and small ambitions, and it's like maybe you're not going to hit that worldwide name, fame, whatever that you're aiming for, but then also you could. Yeah. But and it's not always great, because then people are, you're not gonna get anything, you're not gonna amount to anything, and it's hard.
So concluding, what you're saying is that wanting and being and going for ambition that seems out of reach is something that people can't take. They don't like it, and they don't think it's going to work out for you, so they try and like relieve you of your stress and worries and say, don't worry, it's just not going to work out. And you're busy there fighting to climb up that mountain.
Yeah.
And everyone's pulling you down.
Yeah, even if they're like nice about it, it's like still like,
Really?
Like some of them are like, listen, maybe you should just like aim for something else. And
Oh, no, that's not positive.
And it feels like it's like my life goal.
No,
And
that's
then
not
they're telling
positive.
me to aim for something else. But like kindly. Listen, my standards for kind are very low.
Yeah.
Let's just put this out there. Anything that's not completely mean is kind-ish to me.
Okay, nice. Okay, fine.
But like, you know, it's like I feel like this is what I was born to do.
That's
I'm not
amazing.
gonna like go choose something else.
And everyone here, all my listeners would probably tell you to go for it. Okay?
Be very grateful.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, go for it. And don't let anyone tell you can't. Just say, watch me.
Yes.
Watch me. Okay, like, I think as a teenager, I remember someone saying to me, no, I was like, I'm going to be a writer when I'm older. That's what I always would say. And I was so optimistic about it. And this one girl turns to me and says to me, yeah, right. And I was like, after that, I was like, I'm going to send you a copy. I'm going to send you a copy.
That's so cool. I sent everyone who never believed you. Like,
Yeah, hey, to all my haters out there, thanks for hating. That is fun. It's something that you should never ever... It's not worth letting someone else tell you what to do. You're going to figure out what you can and can't do on your own.
Yeah.
It's up to no one else. It's very interesting because you're obviously still in school, focusing on studies right now. And then you're also focusing... They're both shaking their heads. You're in school all day long learning, and one day want to write your exams, obviously. Okay, not that either. But you're in a different stage of life, as an example, compared to me. I'm like, adulting. Fun. All the adults out there, woohoo. Like, we, are working, trying to put food on the table, and it's a very different lifestyle because in some way you're the in-between stage between adulthood and childhood. So with that said, how do you view the life? How do you view your life right now? Do you see it as there are huge stresses that your parents or other adults just don't seem to understand? Okay, you're nodding your head. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to add that
Yes.
because we're in between adults and children,
Yes.
babies, younger kids, in our grade is a very mix of very mature people and very immature people, and
Fine.
it's hard to make everyone get along because if you're
I don't think that works anywhere, but yes.
Yes. But I'm saying if you're a mature person in grade 8 and then there's a whole group of immature girls, you're not gonna see eye to eye with them.
And you're not going to gravitate towards them.
But the thing is, when you're a teenager, gravitating also means a whole lot of drama.
Yes.
And if you don't gravitate towards them, then you're gonna be shoved out
Yes.
sometimes. So it's quite hard.
So it's a real sense of community here, aren't they?
Yes.
So that's pretty complicated. And so I hear that and I remember that well. So it's very hard. It's hard to find your people. And I think a lot of people say it settles down as you get older and everyone realizes who they are supposed to be with, and be cool, I like you. We're just not best friends, But with the speaking of adults and feeling a little bit misunderstood during this time of life, because I would assume, and this is what I remember, is that you're still treated like a child, but still expected in some ways to act like an adult. Yes.
You put that so well.
So tell me about that. I need you can both talk to each other and really explain that to us.
You go first, because I feel like I've been babbling too much.
We love your babblings.
I feel especially parents, not I love my parents, whatever, they're the best. But they want you to do your best, but they don't realize that you're doing your best as you can. If that makes sense.
They want what is best for you.
Yeah.
And they just can't see how hard you're trying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, fine. And other adults, your teachers, your mentors, I don't know. Yeah.
Teachers kind of. I mean, I feel teachers can't say.
Fine.
But,
there's a boundary.
Yeah. But they're
some of our teachers don't have that boundary.
Some of our teachers don't care.
If they don't check your work, they will tell you.
Rightly so, I guess.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Problem is, if you were working and then they tell you that you need to work harder.
It's hard.
I've been working hard.
I've been trying my best.
Like, you don't see.
Fine.
That makes sense, yeah.
And what would you say?
With adults, I would, just because I read a lot, and I think I just consider myself to know like a little bit more than the child that the adults see me as.
So you feel like people see you as a child?
Yes, because I went on Limud.
Okay.
Yeah. And there was a big, there were shirim and all that. And in one of them, you can ask questions. So I raised my hand to ask a question. And the second I finished asking my question, I think the entire group of adults just laughed.
What?
Yeah, and I thought it was like a pretty valid question. And then afterwards, I was like speaking to all the adults and they were like, yeah, it's a brilliant question. But they still laughed because it was coming from someone who they thought like was a little kid.
Shame.
So it like really, and then
that really puts you off wanting to ask questions.
Yeah, and then I asked another question, a different one, and I thought they all laughed, and I said, why are they all laughing? And I asked my parents after, and I was like, why have they all laughed at me? And they were like, they didn't laugh, because the previous experience had put it in my head that adults don't want to hear what I have to say. So when I say it in my head, I was like, I swear they all laughed, but they didn't. And I just like heard it in my head because, you're your own enemy sometimes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
it's not great.
No, it's a really, really hard thing. Like I'm very unusual. I have friends who are like over 10 years older than me, and then I have friends who are 10 years younger than me. So like, or even more than that, honestly. And I mean, I really do feel like every stage of life has quite a valid existence. We're all here for a reason, and we're all going through those stages for a reason. Even when you speak to the elderly, they have so much to tell us. There's so much wisdom there. There's so much life experience. When you look down at this beautiful little 2-year-old who has the most beautiful things to say sometimes, and not always, but when they talk to you, you're like, wow, this child is so emotionally in tuned. And when I speak to teenagers, one of the hardest things is just feeling like in limbo. Like you're not anywhere. Where am I right now? Because when you're a child, all you want to do is be an adult. And when you're an adult, all you want to do is be a child. So
when you're a teenager, all you want to do is not be a teenager.
Yeah. And then you look back at teenage years and think, wow, that was fun. That's so funny. It's really something to think about. And like to all the teenagers listening, hopefully you're listening. We have 2 people here who are willing to kind of understand you and, be that place to be understood. So if you if you have a friend that you have in mind, I know that you're always on video chat with your cousin and all the time. And is there anything like you would want to say to her or to someone else that and, like a nice message? Ayelet, you go first.
I would like to just say that someone is always there for you, whether it's me or, I don't know, I'm always going to be there for anyone that needs my help. Promise you. But if you don't know me, find someone who will help you and who will listen to you, because from what I understand, if you just need one person, you really just need one person to like ground you and be there for you and help you. So find your one person and like just be with them and they'll help you through everything. But I'm there. I'll be that person.
And you feel like, let's just say someone who is listening is struggling to find friends and struggling to find a support system that works for them in school. Would you agree with me in saying like, everyone just try and smile at someone. Try and lift their spirits just a little bit, like everyone's going through something.
And it does get better because, dark times happened, especially last year with me. It was not a good time. But it gets so much better, and I think it's important to remember that it will get better eventually.
You don't have to share it all, but would you want to share a little bit about the dark time you had last year?
Sure. I had no friends, and
Oh, that's
the
rough.
people that would speak to me were a really terrible influence. And like
So they weren't good for you.
They weren't good for me. They were like sketchy.
Okay, we don't need to
whatever.
go into
We don't
it
need
too
to go
much.
into it, but they weren't great. So I distanced myself from them, and then I had no one, and school just wasn't doing it for me. I was like bored in class, or I didn't understand in class. It was a mix of whatever.
Did you have nothing to look forward to?
And I had nothing to look forward to, and I have insomnia, so I wouldn't sleep at night.
Oh.
So I'd wake up in the morning on like 2 hours of sleep, and I'd be like, what is the meaning of today? Like, why am I waking up? What's the point?
Yes.
So
That's really rough.
it was bad. I think, it was terrible. I hated it. But grade 8 came, and everything's so much better.
That's
and
amazing.
I'm so much happier, and it's incredible. And the strangest thing is that no one knows. Like, it feels
Now
that
you're
was
telling
such
us.
a core point in my life, and it was like I was like contemplating whatever, and it's like everyone's like, no, you were happy, you were fine last year.
And you're like, oh, well.
Well, I wasn't, but like no one knows, and it's terrible.
And I think that like this is the reason why I want you on here. I want people to know like they don't need to be hiding within their pain.
Yeah.
It's so hard to go through that and feel so lonely.
Wasn't good.
Thank you for sharing.
It does get better eventually, even if it takes you longer.
Would you say time is the biggest healer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because also with time people understand better.
And people change.
People change.
That's beautiful.
And people move to your shiva, who will be your friend.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, Leora, do you have someone in mind?
Yeah, like you're not really ever alone.
You're never really alone.
Yeah, and like you may feel alone, but like there's people out there who love you and like who need you kind of, and like you're never like facing a battle by yourself. There's always like people who are like facing the exact same but are too shy to like speak.
Yeah. Actually, on the topic of shy, do you find like there's a lot of girls who struggle to speak up and there's always the same people who are able to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of things of people who come to me because they come to me to tell me things.
Because they're nervous to say it out
They're
loud.
nervous to say it out loud, and they know I have no problem saying stuff out loud.
It's basically like the therapy friend.
She's the therapist,
She's the
friend.
therapist and the mother.
I'll take it. But, it's always like, why don't you just tell people? Why don't you, like, I'm nagging them to, like, tell the school, tell the principal, tell someone other than me who can't do much other than also tell the school and tell someone. And it doesn't work if it's coming from me because it's not my story. So I think if you are facing a problem in your life and you're too shy to speak about it, I think you must just try, because what you're going through can be the same thing that a whole lot of other people are going through, and by you not speaking up about it, they're also facing the same problem. So try your best, speak up to anyone, literally anyone, even a very opinionated friend.
Or not. Both.
Both.
Nice.
So speak up if you can.
Nice.
Yeah.
And in terms of like I think instinctually I was a shy person. I never presented as one. I was more similar to you in that way. Ayelet, to clarify. And in terms of shyness and feeling like a lack of confidence, it's heartbreaking for yourself, honestly. Like there's so much to you, there's so much that you can give and people can't see. Like, Leora, do you have anything like, I'm sure you have people in mind when you think of this, but like people who struggle to really share what they're feeling, what would you tell them?
Just do it. There's like no harm in it.
No harm in it.
No harm. And like just do it, and like you'll feel better.
You'll feel better.
Yeah, and like kind of like it's like kind of like an elephant keeps something on your chest. And then once you say it, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so light and I feel so much more better about myself, and like I like finally got this whole thing off of my mind, and I actually like now understand why it was like such a big deal, and it's not like something I must keep to myself.
And essentially what you're both saying is everyone needs friends.
Yeah.
Everyone needs someone that they can confide in. Everyone needs someone who is going to support them through the hard times. And you both are here just to support whoever is listening, just to hear what they have to say, because that is what they're doing. And you've very kindly given up your time to do that. So I'm really, really appreciative. And you've added so much to our podcast, and I really hope that your friends enjoy. If you want to shout out anyone, you can.
Leora Racheli.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Before we end this episode, I want to get both of you. We always end off with something we're appreciative for, if you've ever heard us before. And we say one thing that we're grateful for. Ayelet, would you like to start?
I am grateful for my friends.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Okay, this is like, it's like kind of like a hear me out.
Okay, hear me out. Let's hear you out.
Let's hear you out, okay?
But like, I'm kind of grateful for like my struggles.
Your struggles.
Yeah.
Like, you're grateful what they've taught you.
Yeah, like they've taught me like a good lesson, and they taught me like to just be me, and like they don't really define who you are.
No. Well, guess what? We heard you out.
Yeah.
We heard you out, and I'm sure everyone agrees with you that everything that they've gone through has taught them something. We don't ask for it. We really don't. But well done, because you're standing here today. I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity and for meeting these lovely girls. They have added a lot to my life just by being, and I talk to them often, and it's really, really nice and special. And honestly, when I did meet them, I realized that there is a huge gap that we are lacking, and that teenagers don't get spoken enough about, you know. And I know, like, just for myself, I want to understand your generation. You are the next generation. You're the next ones coming up as the next adults. So
I'm worried for us.
Please God, you're going to kill it. You're going to achieve all the dreams that you have. You can do it. We all believe in you. To both of you. And just in general, like, this is pretty awesome. Do you have anything else to say?
Not.
Do you feel like you've said your piece?
Just one small thing that
Yeah.
jogged my memory.
Yes.
Is a girl in our class gave us like a little drosh the one day, and she was like, if something keeps happening to you in your life, and then all of a sudden it stops, it means that you've passed like the test and you've grown from it enough that you've grown so much. And like me, I was bullied all throughout, and then like this year kind of stopped, and it just was amazing to hear that you're learning every time you're in a struggle, and then when you're not in a struggle, it means you've grown. So yeah, that was just something.
It's so funny. I was writing about this yesterday, actually. Yeah, no, I was saying specifically about boundaries, and how if you keep repeating the same thing, you're not going to get a different result. So when you start to change what your behavior is, and start changing what your habits are, that's when things will start to change, actually. The outcome will be different now. The equal sign will be different. Yeah. So thank you for that. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for being on here, Leora and Ayelet. You both are awesome, brave, strong women, and are coming up, hey? Coming out.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone listening out there. And yeah, we just really appreciate all of you. Cheers, guys. Bye.